Thank you for tuning in to Entertain the Geeky, your source for nerd news.
Guys, what's going on?
Hey, Chris.
So, week off for us.
It was a, you know what? It was an unscheduled break.
Yeah.
But I think it was a good break.
It allowed us to realign our chi.
Yeah, get the flow back.
Yeah.
And then, I come over here getting ready to record, and you hit me with some terrible news.
Yeah, a couple of deaths.
A couple of deaths. First being this tall man, not Angus Scrum from Phantasm, but
Neil Fingleton.
which I had never heard of this guy before.
You've seen him for sure.
Let me see.
He's been in a bunch of the X-Men movies, Game of Thrones.
Oh, the giant!
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm sad. He was the giant from Game of Thrones.
And Bill Paxton.
And then Bill Paxton.
Who's been in
everything that we've talked about.
The guy was only 61.
Yeah, apparently complications from surgery.
Yeah.
Man.
That sucks.
Does suck. Aliens, Terminator,
Agents
Predator
of S.H.I.E.L.D.,
2, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Titanic.
Fucking everything.
So, moment of silence for these fallen nerds. Game over, man. Game over.
Yeah,
that's
bad. A shit sandwich.
Yeah, that's bad.
You know which one is one of the Hollywood people that when they go, I will legitimately be super, super sad is fucking Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. Oh, Keanu Reeves is one of those guys that
he's just a cool fucking dude.
It doesn't seem like Hollywood has gotten to him.
No, it hasn't.
He just seems to live his life. He's like, I just want to make movies and do my thing.
I just want to ride the bus.
Right. I mean, it's different. The thing is, he's not there making a statement about it. It's not like he's doing this stuff and saying, be like me.
No, he's just a fucking normal person.
Yeah, he's just doing him. He's doing Keanu.
Yeah.
And he's you know what? He gets a lot of shit thrown at him for the type of person he is, with the whoas and the I know Kung Fu. But he's not a bad actor.
Oh, he's a good actor.
I mean, and John Wick 2's pretty freaking amazing.
He's a beast mode.
Yeah, no.
He's a full-blown beast mode.
Yeah. And did you hear he said he'd come back and do a Matrix 4?
Yeah, I did.
Under one condition and one condition only?
What's that?
The Wazowski brothers / sisters are involved. That's the only way he'd come back.
I mean, it makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
It's kind of how you have to do it.
I mean, maybe. Did you see what else is coming back? Coming back to Netflix?
Which one?
Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. We are getting Mystery Science Theater 3000 back on Netflix.
No shit.
Like new episodes, new robots, new voices, the whole kit and caboodle's coming back. Same guys writing the jokes, doing everything.
Same bet time.
Same bet channel. Also, okay, so this is like the return news episode. Samurai Jack is coming back.
Oh, fucking A, and it looks sick.
March 17th, I think?
Same day as Iron Fist?
Oh, maybe.
Oh.
Maybe. Yeah, so we're getting Samurai Jack again, and that's one of those shows that I loved when it was on, and I hope it stays good.
I think it's the same writing team and everything. So
is it?
I believe so. So it should still kick all the ass.
Now, is it going to continue? Do we know is it a continuation of the story?
I have no
is
idea.
It a prequel? Does it just sit in the middle?
Yeah, I have no idea. Like I loved Samurai Jack though. Like that was one of those 15-minute long shows. Yeah. And it would come on basically between episodes of something, and you'd fucking kind of veg out on it, and you were like, oh no, it can't be over.
And then it went to a full half an hour show, and it was just a really good. The animation was really smooth. It took the Powerpuff Girls and the Dexter Laboratory style animation, kicked it up to level 11, and just rocked.
Well, then they did that Star Wars Clone Wars series with the same animation team.
Yeah, and that was 5-minute episodes, if that. Like they were literally like, here's a commercial break.
I think they were 7-minute episodes.
Yeah. Which you can now see the whole 2.5-3 hour series on YouTube in one lump sum.
Because that was fucking awesome too.
No, that was really good. That's the only time that
Ghost
Anakin.
Hand.
That's the only time Anakin looked badass.
Ghost Hand. You remember the Glub or whatever calling him Ghost Hand?
Ah, oh, it was really good. It was really good.
So, Fox.
Well. Okay, I thought we were going to save this for a whole special thing, but let's do it.
No. We'll do it.
No,
fuck
Fox
it. Special.
Fuck it, it's too late. Let's do it. So, Logan, post-credits.
Yeah.
Yay or nay? I look up one day, they're telling me that there's no post-credit scenes, and then I look up the next day, and they're saying there is.
Call bullshit on anything that they say. And on the Logan note, Hugh Jackman is like, if Wolverine was in the MCU, I'd keep being Wolverine.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry. I don't want I've said it before. I will say it again. X-Men do not belong in the MCU.
They can be there.
Film series universe.
You're mistaken.
I can be mistaken. I can be wrong, and all the nerds out there can flip out on me.
It'd kick ass if they did fucking Onslaught or something, and you needed like all of the Avengers to beat
problem.
him.
Here's my issue. The same issue I have with the Spider-Man Homecoming trailer. Okay, we have a world now where you have the Hulk, and you have Captain America, you have Iron Man, you have aliens from another dimension invading New York City.
Yeah.
You have all these things happening. All of a sudden, having mutants needing to register and the thing behind the X-Men just doesn't seem to need to be there anymore. It seems like a moot point.
They have a fantastic writing team that would come up with a phenomenal excuse for why.
No, just leave. I have no problem with the X-Men going back to Marvel. Like if Marvel took the X-Men film rights away and did their own thing and kept the universe separate,
yeah,
I would be all on board.
Well, did you know, on that note, on the Fox, Marvel, blah, 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 Fox released a statement that they're trying to make the Fantastic Four franchise good again.
Well, they got to make it good first. I mean,
hold on, time out. The first Fantastic Four movie was decent for what it was.
It was decent. It wasn't good.
It was decent for what it was.
It wasn't Spider-Man. It wasn't the first X-Men. It wasn't even 1989 Batman good. It was just okay.
1989 Batman good's fucking awesome.
Okay, I mean, it's just okay. It's okay.
It was awesome.
I mean, they need to do something because Fantastic. I don't even know how to pronounce the fucking movie title.
I've refused
to
watch it. Yeah.
You haven't watched the reboot?
Fuck no.
Oh, dude, you need to.
No, I really.
Yeah. So what you need to do is
here's the thing. As a matter of principle, when they started doing dumb shit with casting just to do it, I was like, fuck it. Well, I'm done.
They were going for the more ultimate Fantastic Four comic.
They were going to make some fucking political statement
that
blew up in their face.
I don't know, because it really was. Like, actually watch the movie. It's like they tried to do the Ultimate Fantastic Four, which was a really good comic run. But the movie just failed. The movie was horrible.
Yeah.
Bryan Singer, he's out.
Yep.
Bryan Singer's... They're looking to actually reboot the X-Men franchise and not have Bryan Singer involved.
That's what they need to do.
Well, so here's my thought. Now that we're actually going to get an X-Force movie written by Ryan Reynolds.
Yes. With
Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool in it. We're going to get an X-Force movie. There's going to be another X-Men TV show. That's not Legion.
Is that the one that's headed up with Marvel?
Yeah. Yeah, it's basically, from what I understand, it's about a girl whose parents find out that she's a mutant. They're trying to keep her hidden. And I think by the end of the series, she ends up being part of the Outlanders, the guys that live underneath the sewers or whatever the hell they're called. They begin with an M. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. But I think now it's time to sit there and go, okay, let's make an X universe. Let's do an X universe.
They could do it right.
Yeah. Let Fox do it right. Get Bryan Singer out of there. Hit the reset button on X-Men and do it right. Do not, for the love of God, relaunch this X-Men franchise with the Dark Phoenix saga. Do not do it. Don't. Let that shit come naturally.
Honestly, with if you do an X-Men universe, there's actually a few different ways that you could do it. You know how like everybody loves the Flash TV series, they love Supergirl and all that because they're good. They're good shows, but they have nothing to do with the cinematic universe.
No.
If X-Men did something like that, because like Deadpool was kind of its own thing, it was in its own little universe. If they kept doing stuff like that, apparently Logan's an alternate universe. Like if they did stuff like that, that would actually be kind of fun, and it would give them so much freedom inside of their franchise that you wouldn't have to worry about this is just the one great shared universe, blah, blah, blah.
Well, the problem with the X-Men movies now is you have X-Men 1, X-Men 2, and X-Men 3.
Yeah.
And then you've got Days of Future Past, First Class, and Apocalypse Rising, or whatever the fuck that third one was called.
Apocalypse.
Whatever. Apocalypse Bad is what it should have been called. And all these movies, all 6 of these movies break down to one thing and one thing only, and this is what they need to get away from. It's Magneto mad at Xavier, and he makes Big Metal rise. That needs to stop happening in these movies. Get away from Magneto being the big bad guy. There's so much more you can do. Do God loves, man kills. Do that storyline. Do Executioner's Song.
Executioner's Song would kick ass.
There's so many, like, there's so much untapped potential, and what you fuckers at Fox tend to do is latch on to Magneto bad, Xavier good, and let's make these 3 comic stories happen: Dark Phoenix, Apocalypse, and just more Magneto.
How about you tell the story about how Professor X dies and Magneto leads the X-Men?
Do that, or do you know what you know what? Now that you have a new actor taking over the claws, we don't know who it is going to be, but we know Wolverine is going to continue to be in these films.
Yeah.
How about you do a good Omega Red story?
Oh man, fucking Omega Red is awesome.
Yeah, like one of the only characters that can actually kill Wolverine.
Standalone Sabretooth flick.
Yeah. Get into it. Get deep into these characters. Get away from the fucking Xavier and Magneto storyline and actually tell what X-Men lives. Magneto is the villain in the X-Men universe. There's no doubt about that. Him and Charles Xavier are on the opposite sides of the coin. But not every storyline needs to show that coin.
That's the thing. They're not even. It's not necessarily that they're on opposite sides of the coin. It's one of them is like, hey, we want the same thing. We want mutants to be accepted as people.
Yeah, like, it's just different ways of getting there.
Yeah, and you got one extreme, and then one.
It's the Martin Luther King versus the Black Panthers approach.
Exactly.
I mean that's what it is.
Yeah. And I don't know, man. Like,
get away from that. You can still tell to me, especially now in this day and age, and where we live, where we're in the world politically, and socially, the X-Men stories can mean so much more if you just tell the stories. Don't shove the agendas down our throats and let us walk away thinking. You have the potential to have a franchise, a superhero franchise, to be the next version of Star Trek, to tell morality tales perfectly and make us think without us realizing we're thinking. And that would be awesome. And you can do that with the X-Men movies. So fucking do it.
Yeah, the X-Men's a good franchise to do that with. And you could still fucking do kick-ass fight scenes.
Yeah, we're not saying you don't need fight scenes. You need action. You need shit blowing up.
It's a comic book movie.
Yeah, do that. But bring something more into it other than just Xavier versus Magneto. Tell some stories. Man, feels good to be back. Hey, did you see that Alien Covenant?
I did not see the trailer yet.
It's 5 minutes. Yeah. I watched it. It's a 5-minute little short segment of, I don't know if it's going to be from the movie or if it's just a prologue. But it's them sitting down to have dinner before they go into cryosleep.
Oh, nice.
So you actually get to meet the characters.
That's fun.
And it's just them talking, hanging out, having a party, and all things happen before they go to sleep. And it's a nice little intro to the movie, I think. Guys, go on Facebook, go on YouTube. It's out there. Check it out. It looks really sweet.
That was just kind of sucks having to talk about aliens after
the
news today.
It does. No, it does.
It's bittersweet.
And so the last little bit of nerd news going on here. And this one's gonna take a little bit of time. Spider-Man: Homecoming has 3 villains.
Yeah.
3, not 1, not 2, but 3 villains.
You know, the problem that Sony has had for the past 15 years, 17 years now.
Okay.
No, it's been 15. I think 2002 is when the first Spider-Man movie came out. So yeah, 15 years now is they're fucking. You don't throw out every villain that you have all at once, and I want to not worry because Kevin Feige or Feige or however you say his name, is super involved in this process and has most of the creative control.
I mean, it is a Marvel movie.
It is a Marvel movie.
And Marvel's saying, here's 3 villains.
If it's done right, as long as we don't get the shit like we did with the Rhino and Amazing Spider-Man 2.
That's what I have a feeling that's what we're going to get is Tinkerer or Shocker's just going to be there for like 15 minutes and that's it. And the main villain is the Vulture because that's who's in the credits.
Well, here's one of the things that they could do. If the movie starts off and it's fucking, you see Spider-Man having to catch somebody. Like, just having to catch a villain. You don't have to do backstory or anything like that. Like, he's just, somebody's fucking shit up. Like, Shocker's going and wreaking some havoc. And Tony Stark is like, hey, kid, you got to get on this. Here's some gear. Fucking go. The kid goes, kicks his ass, wins the fight. They jail him. The kid goes about his business. Follow the kid, not the villain at that point. Because that's one of the things that they try to do is when you cram 3 villains in one of these, and they try to give you backstory for all of them.
I'm trying to think. Last time that we had a 3-villain Spider-Man movie was Spider-Man 3. You had the Sandman,
Venom, and Green Goblin 2.
Yeah. And there was only supposed to be 2 villains, Sandman and Green Goblin.
But what about Amazing Spider-Man 2? We had Rhino for a minute, Shocker, and Green Goblin.
Electro, not Shocker.
Or Electro, yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
and so we had 3 there as well.
But Rhino showed up at the beginning as just a regular... No.
Yeah, when he gets caught.
When he gets caught, and then at the end when Spider-Man comes back and that kid's like, I'll stop the Rhino.
And that stupid fucking mech suit.
Yeah.
That is not Rhino.
That's not Rhino. Rhino's a guy in a suit. That's it.
He's a big motherfucker because he's all jacked on stuff.
You know, but yeah, I know it's a Marvel movie and they have yet to let us down. But I feel that, you know, maybe that they're biting off more than they can chew at this point. I mean, they're trying to give the fans something that they want to see, but I don't know if you can. I think the Spider-Man formula has now been, 5 movies through?
As long as we don't get another motherfucking Green Goblin story.
I'm okay with another Green Goblin story.
Fuck that, man.
I'm okay with another Green Goblin story. I would love to see Marvel redo the Green Goblin story.
Later.
Yeah, not right now.
Later. But Norman Osborn's important, okay?
I feel that we're not going to get a good representation of Shocker. That Shocker's just going to get swept under the rug, and he's one of those villains that's actually really badass.
He's badass, but he's not the biggest threat.
He's part of the 6.
Yeah, so what?
I'm sorry, of the threat of Tinkerer, Shocker, and Vulture.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, there's really no big threats there to begin with.
I mean, Vulture's pretty beastly.
He's an old guy. He's like, oh, just watch out for my kids. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Just give the Vulture's not a big threat. The Vulture's kind of a bitch villain.
He's fucking brilliant.
He's still a bitch villain.
Oh my god, they're all bitch villains. And
no.
Really, hold
Green
on.
Goblin's brilliant.
Yeah, no,
and
that's the only.
sadist.
That is the only one that is super threat because you have this rich, powerful man.
Hold on.
You got Venom, who's actually badass, and
Carnage.
Carnage is later.
Doc Ock. Doc Ock's a threat.
No, Doc Ock is.
God.
It's only the smart ones.
Doc Ock.
Because Eddie Brock isn't a dumb guy.
No, the Lizard. The Lizard's actually a damn good villain. Todd McFarlane's run, when he redid the Lizard, he made him a good villain. Kraven.
The Lizard was actually cool in that first Spider-Man movie.
I don't talk about the first Spider-Man movie.
Or Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, I don't talk about that. I don't talk about that movie.
It wasn't I hated how he looked, but they did a decent job with the villain.
That movie made no sense.
No, it didn't.
It made no sense.
They did. I liked having the Lizard in it instead of fucking Green Goblin.
Captain Stacy didn't have to die in that movie.
No, he didn't.
Didn't have to die.
No, you're right.
Parker could have saved him. He's all like, hey, I have the rejuvenation thing. I could probably give it to you real quick and then go save the rest of New York City.
You know,
I'm just saying.
They were just setting you up to kill his daughter in the next movie.
That's all they were doing, which is what the fans wanted to see in Spider-Man 3.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, you forgot about Spider-Man 3, Gwen Stacy being in there.
Yeah, because it was...
Spider-Man 3 is not that bad. If you take Venom out of Spider-Man 3, it's not a bad flick.
It's a shitty movie.
Not a bad flick. I'm sticking up for Spider-Man 3.
I won't.
Yeah, I will.
There's no... You know what's funny? I tried, because I'm a Spidey fan, I really tried to like Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2.
You just couldn't do it.
Well, I had myself convinced that they were, and I was talking to Jason one day, and he goes, Chris, he's like, I know you love Spider-Man. He's like, so do I. He goes, but fucking really? And I sat there, and I started thinking about it, and I was like, shit. I have let my Spidey bias put me in a bad place here.
Yeah.
So then I go back, rewatch them. I'm like, yeah, these are bad flicks.
And Gwen Stacy dies by her head hitting the floor.
No.
Yep.
Broken neck.
No, head hitting the floor. So you know what I watched yesterday before we get out of here?
What's that?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows.
How was it?
Horrible.
Really?
You want to talk about a movie that'll destroy your childhood? That movie will do it. Literally, the opening scene, this is as far as I got. I only got 20 minutes in the movie, I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
Was them somehow sliding through rooftops, grabbing a pizza, and ending up at Madison Square Garden's Jumbotron to watch a Knicks game.
Yeah.
And then they drop pizza on the floor.
You know what, man? Michael Bay has this impeccable ability to shit on your childhood.
Horribly. Horribly. At least the Transformers look good. I mean, these turtles look like crap. They look worse than they did in the first go around.
That first go around, they were fucking cool.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the first team, not the '90s Turtles, the first Michael Bay Turtles movie.
Oh,
where they look crappy. They look even worse now.
That's the thing. Like, I was okay with how he made the turtles look.
No, they look horrible.
Like, I was okay with it. It's a different thing. When they first announced that he was going to do them as aliens and fans were going to cut his dick off.
Yeah, we were done.
Like, yeah, that was fucking dumb.
No, it was bad.
Hey, they're from outer space,
no.
and they can actually turn into cars. Oh, no. Shit, wrong movie. Wrong movie.
wrong movie. Wrong.
I already destroyed that franchise. Let's move on to another one.
You know what franchise he's talking about destroying now?
Which one?
G.I. Joe again. Because they're talking about doing a G.I. Joe Transformers crossover movie.
Oh, yeah, I heard that.
Please, God, don't.
Well, like, they want a... Everybody has seen the success that Marvel has had with their cinematic universe.
Yeah, and now everybody
wants one for everything, and it's like fucking quit.
Marvel, Universal Monsters is getting one.
I'm actually okay with that. I would love to see if they do these tacky old monster flicks, make them like that. I would love it.
To be fair, Universal was the original shared universe. I mean, we did see Frankenstein meets the Wolfman way back in the 1950s. So,
if we get movies like that, that's what the world needs right now. Something lighthearted, goofy, because that. By today's standards, if you go back and watch that, it's goofy. It's not creepy or anything like that.
There's still parts of it though, like the classics still hold up. Dracula, Frankenstein, like they're not like jump out at you scary. Oh my god! Sorry, I watched the Blair Witch last night.
Oh,
the new one.
How was it?
Talk about fucking up a movie. Talk about a great scary premises and just dropping on its head like an aborted fetus,
molesting it.
It was horrible. It was like the shittiest fucking... Oh my god. And then you saw the witch, and she's this big, like, spidery looking thing with a hairy vag. It was so fucked up. Do not watch the new Blair Witch movie. It's horrible.
Instead, I want you to go and read fucking Witches by Image Comics.
Yeah, read that.
That's fucking good.
Read something good.
So guys, on that note, it's been it's running a little later than we normally do on the news episodes.
Whatever.
But
this is us. We're back. We're back to what we need to be.
Yeah.
We're back.
Back in black. Or gray. Or turquoise. Whatever colors we're wearing. Go to beastescaperoom.com.
Enter the promo code GEEKY.
Get 20% off your next escape room experience.
That's 1 hour.
It's 1 hour.
1 hour.
You got to get the fuck out of there in an hour.
Yeah. If not, you die.
Go to entertaininggeeky.com. Follow us on all of our social media. I see you guys coming to the Facebook page to check us out. I see you guys going to the website to check us out. You're not clicking those like, comment, subscribes, and you need to.
Just let us know. We'll talk to you. Our average response time is 4 minutes on Facebook.
44.
44?
44.
Oh, we dropped?
People normally do it while we're sleeping.
Oh.
And then I wake up in the morning and respond to it. And if it's like real time, like if I'm awake, I'm responding to that like shit right away. But if I'm sleeping, man, no, I'm not gonna wake up just to message you back. Roger will.
I will.
I'm not on that level.
Yeah. So
yeah.
We gotta go.
Give us the love. Stay geeky.
Bye, guys.